What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jyree back up in here. I actually had the suit on, but I decided to take that off, put the Letterman jacket on. It's clean. Y'all like it? Cool. Yeah, man. Just left an amazing conference over this weekend. I'll try to put some pictures and maybe even whatever clips of, as far as videos that I got from this weekend. I think the only videos I actually got from this weekend was probably my man Lance. My mentor Lance, me and him both can dance, and they had this like what we call an excess dance party that we do Friday nights of the winter and summer conference. Where we just have like a good 2 or so hours of just everybody just being able to have a little fun and just dance, have our we call it excess dance party because it's a energy drink company that we're actually partnered with. We basically just promote fun, of course clean fun. Obviously ain't no drinking or none of that involved, but it's a lot of fun. I be out there every single year. Somebody asks me, yo, Jyree, you gonna be on the dance floor? I'm like, for those of course who been on this channel for a little while, y'all seen the dance videos I got earlier in my earlier in my YouTube or whatnot. That's been a lot of what me just showcasing my talents and stuff. So even people who are on the business team I'm on, they always be wanting to see me dance every single year. So but I love it though, because I mean it's like I'm an inconspicuous kind of person. I don't look for attention, but I still get it. So it's a blessing at the end of the day, man. Just being around people who genuinely want to see other people grow and other people to be joyous and really showcase what God has given them, and just also helping others to gain more in life and everything of that nature as well too. So I would definitely say and I didn't take a video, I took a picture of it. I'll probably drop it in one of the clips as well too, or one of the pictures I'll say, is the Sunday mornings. That's really my favorite part of the conference that we have every quarter, because the Sunday morning, seeing the non-denominational service that we have, to where people can go up and showcase that they want to give their life to God and really make the decision to get saved, and just understanding that that's a big part of why we actually build what we're building. For me, I'm like, that's the reason I want to build. That right there is the reason I want to build. And I actually had a new business partner with me this weekend. She was excited coming out of the weekend. She wasn't able to make it to Sunday because she had to work, but she was able to make it Friday and Saturday night. So that was awesome. Just seeing a new person's perspective on just being, of course, like nervous coming in, because it's a few thousand people coming to this conference every single year. Like I say minimum 2,000-3,000 people, but ultimately though just having somebody new who's coming in and they're just excited and coming out of the weekend with a different perspective on everything that's going on, man. This is a fantastic weekend. But Sundays is definitely my favorite parts of the weekend, man. Just seeing people on fire for God, on fire for their future, and then just coming out of the weekend head on fire, looking to do some more activity. For all of us entrepreneurs who are building this business together, of course there's a lot of us who are on different teams, things of that nature, but at the same time we all have one common goal and purpose, which is to uplift, serve others, and ensure that we're doing our part in making an impact in this world, man. So it's just awesome just being a part of this system, being a part of this community. Technically I've actually been around the team now going on 7 years, but I will say I don't feel like I fully made a decision to really want to start trying to build it. Well, at least wanting to try to start building it again, because at first when I first got in, I was just like head on fire, just doing activity, going out, making calls, looking to help anybody get started and things of that nature. Hold on real quick. Looking to help people get started. Hold on. Hold on. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to go catch up with one of my business friends, but yeah. Like I was saying though, it's just amazing just being a part of a system, program, mentorship, business. Whereas, you know, I know that a lot of people have a misconception of like network marketing and, you know, especially companies like Amway, which is the company I'm partnering with. I know a lot of people have a misconception of what these companies are actually about. Granted, I can't speak for no other company, but I know just me personally, being partnered with companies like Amway and being mentored, by, you know, mentorship programs like LTD or leadership team development. For me personally, man, I can definitely say that I've seen the growth in myself over the last 6 going on 7 years. There was definitely a period of time where I personally wasn't really doing much with it, only simply because I was a knucklehead kid, focused on women, focused on, you know, trying to make a bunch of quick money and all that kind of stuff like that. And I wasn't thinking about my future. And so, you know, now I'm actually in like that rebuild stage, that stage of just being in position, well, putting myself in a winning position. But it's been wonderful. And then just even like this weekend, having new people with me and just seeing like their excitement for it and seeing how I'm like, dude, this can literally impact people's lives. I'm like, that's what it's really about. A lot of people have a misconception of what really goes on because they've experienced it years ago, in the sense of like, oh, they was around people who all they cared about was just having people there so they can look good, or, oh, I just want a bunch of people in my business so that way I can make money. They wasn't really thinking about other people. But yet there's people like myself and hundreds of others, thousands of others who are here. Like, I'm literally looking at a few of my business partners right now who I know that these people are, I'm not even technically on, well, we're technically on the same team as far as like, you know, our upline, you know, Emerald and whatnot. But outside of that, you know, they have a different, you know, sponsor than I do or whatever, you know, because there's a bunch of different teams and things of that nature. But everybody also has their own individual team. You know, if you know how network marketing works, then you understand what I mean by that. I could break it down in another video. But my whole thing is just like, man, it's just awesome seeing people who genuinely care about other people succeeding, seeing other people, you know, ensure that they are walking in the right direction. And it's not even all business related. It's also, hey, how are you doing spiritually? How are you doing physically? How are you doing mentally? You know, these are people that genuinely care about other people, and me just being a part of it, knowing that I care about people. Like, I am a people's person, bro. Like, people love me. I love people. That's how I always speak of myself, because a lot of people I meet, bro, they either realize I'm a dope person, I realize they dope, or, you know, I make an impact on people when I come across them. And so because I know that, you know, I essentially try to move in that manner, move in that type of confidence, because that's essentially what God has provided for me in my life. And I know that I have, just based on what other people told me, not me trying to talk about it in the sense of like me bragging or boasting or nothing, but I have been told I have a very welcoming aura, that I'm a very confident person, that I'm, you know, I'm very easy to talk to, things of that nature. Now, granted, of course, I've also gotten the opposite as well too. You know, some people thinking that they couldn't approach me and stuff like that, because there was a period in my life where, you know, similar to how I was saying, I wasn't, you know, I wasn't building a business. I wasn't really, you know, I was associating and still coming to stuff and, you know, still doing, as we call it, volume, as far as like, you know, ensuring to, you know, buy my own products and things of that nature. Although I was still doing some of that stuff, I wasn't offering the opportunity to nobody. I wasn't trying to create more customers. I wasn't trying to do this. I wasn't trying to do that. Like, just off the strength of me, you know, having a few mental and life challenges that I didn't decide to overcome by staying vulnerable and allowing people to help me. I wanted to do everything myself. And now I'm in the phase of my life where I'm like, I'm willing to let the people in my life help me, whether that's my mentors, whether that's my mother, my girlfriend, whoever. I'm willing to let them help me. If they don't, like, well, not if they, I know my mentors always want to help me. But like, for instance, if anybody in my family is not able to support my business, or if they are just like, hey, I don't want to support, I'm like, you know what? I'll respect what you value. And they may not directly say it. They may say it in their actions by like just not doing it. And I'm just like, hey, I'll just respect what you value, and I'm not going to throw it in your face later. I'm not going to try to throw it in your face now. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to love on you. If you got stuff going on, I'll still try to support you in what you're doing. And just go from there, because especially for those who really, really, really like care for me, as far as like my family or my girl or whoever, if I know they care for me and I know they're willing to do for me, and they see, you know, where I am and they see me winning, that's going to be part of what motivates them to want to support me, because they're like, you know what, I see you winning. I either want to be a part of what you're doing or I want to support what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know the people around me know I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the beauty of knowing that I have a great support system around me, from my family to my girl to my mentors to the budding business team that I'm building to just even the people who I'm not on their team. They don't benefit financially from helping me, but they still pour into me. They still give me, you know, all types of tips and tidbits. Like I was actually just talking to a business friend, just like right as I was running outside. I went and talked to her because she was on stage this weekend getting recognized for some of the action she's been taking and a lot of the growth that she's been having. She's been having a lot of growth in her business, and I'm super proud of her. And what's so crazy is the fact that she's like, yo, I've always looked up to you, you know, and it's like, I see that, you know, you are more than capable, and just even her just pouring into me. And it's so dope, because I'm just like, she is definitely an example of like somebody who's, you know, a woman of God, a person who is genuinely trying to allow God to work through her to inspire and help and serve other people. And she definitely is a huge server. She's always one of the main ones who's cheering for people no matter what she's going through. Like, she even told me a little bit of what had been going on these past few weeks and months with stuff she was going through. And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy, knowing that she went through that and seeing the growth she's having. I'm like, yo, that's God, bro. That's God. That's all God. Like, that's somebody who's allowing God to work through them and realizing that the way to, as Zig Ziglar says, for those who know who Zig Ziglar is, even if you don't know, he's one of the most infamous, you know, motivational speakers, and I forgot exactly what else he's done. But a quote that he says that sticks with me all the time is, the more you help others get what they want, the more you'll get what you want. And for one, what's so crazy about that, that's not just a business principle, that's also just like a God principle. Like, please God and serve others has been my motto since like last year. Like from like August of last year going into this year, that has been my motto, and that has helped me to start making some changes. Of course, some of the things that I am working on now is even making like, you know, some shifts as far as, you know, not income wise, business wise. Well, yes, business wise, but more so just from ensuring that I'm doing what it takes to start building momentum. But then like outside of that, like, you know, any job or side hustle or whatever, like, you know, making some changes in those realms, because I do want to ensure that, you know, over this next year, 2 years, etc. I mean, granted, I'm about to turn 26 this year. I'm still very young. I'm still in my 20s. I'm single by law. I have a girlfriend who I do love very much. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been dating now almost a year. Next month I'll make a year, actually. And I'm looking forward to, you know, spending more time with her and just us building up as we go. She just started a photography business as well too, which is super dope. And I even I'm gonna put her at right here. I just gotta remember to edit it in post, so Jari, make sure you put that right there. Yeah, man, you know, I'm super proud of her for making that decision to want to start something that she loves to do. You know, she's, you know, doing a lot of practice and stuff right now, and we even did some practice shots at the mall recently where she wanted to take some pictures of me as we walked around, and so she can utilize it to post on her page and start kind of putting a portfolio together via her Instagram. And, you know, she has some other ideas and stuff that she wants to do, and she already started getting some of the materials and everything she really needs to, you know, get going. So I'm proud of her for that. And just seeing, like, it's funny too, because I even think about the fact, like, even outside of business, because there's people that have let me know that I've inspired them, and like they're actually even like low-key a little bit like further than me business-wise, or, you know, just as far as growth, things of that nature. But it's just so dope knowing that, like, they come to me and tell me, like, dude, you've inspired me. Like, when you got recognized, that actually inspired me to go put in some work and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, really? Like, or even how I had my middle school teacher recently, this was like last month, 2 months ago, how she was telling me she was still using my story from when she was my teacher with her students that came after me. And so she was like, you've been inspiring people ever since you were there and when you left. She was like, we did the talent show because of you. We did this because of you. Like, you wanted to ensure we poured into you as much as possible while you were there. And I'm just like, dang. Or even like recently, my mom, how she was reminding me, like, Jari, you realize you were the first person in our family to graduate from an early college. You were the first person to do this. You were one of the only people in our family that has done stuff like science fairs, and you won first place 2-3 times. Like, all types of different stuff that I be forgetting that I've done. And granted, yes, it's past success, but it's more so just realizing, like, dang, I've already started making an impact, not only on my family, but on people around me, on people that I'm in business with my friends, with people that I haven't even met, like kids that I haven't even met. And I'm like, okay, to me, that's nothing but God. It's like, it's a level in which I'm like, I want to live, yes, but I'm also thinking about the fact that I'm like, there's impact I've already made, and now I just need to go out and make more of an impact. And part of that is definitely building this and just staying enthusiastic, because enthusiasm means God within, you know. So just keeping God within, allowing him to work through me and to pour into others as much as possible. But of course, I gotta fill me up. And I definitely can say, man, this weekend definitely filled me up, man. Like, I'm excited. I'm about to head home so I can sit on the throne and and put in some work, man. You know, I'm excited for what's to come. And this is a message to future me. Thank you for continuing to keep going. I don't know if you're going to look back at this 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever. But thank you for keep going. Thank you for putting God first and deciding to, even though you're going to have some challenges, life doesn't get easier and it does not get any less busy, but you get to a point to where you make things simpler. Well, you keep things simple, and things don't necessarily get easier or less busy, but you get busy, you get productive. And because of you getting productive, yeah, you'll get the recognition and things of that nature, but also you're shaping your family's future life. And you remember the conversation you were just having with your mom last week, in the sense of you were recovering from the flu, and she was telling you, like, when you get back healthy, you have a chance to start changing everything. You have a chance to really start changing and shaping our family's future. She's like, you are going to be the one that has the power to change that. And I got to remember that. And I genuinely believe that's what God put me here for. And so that's going to be with everything. And so I'm looking forward to it. I thank y'all for watching. I'm going to put some clips and stuff in here as far as like from this weekend, as far as like some pictures and stuff like that. Yeah, man. I just thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If I decide to talk in here again, it'll be later on after those clips is over with. But other than that, thank y'all for watching. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. Share with your friends and family, man. You know, I got, my message to the world really, man, is like, I'm here, Jari Barber. I'm here to, really make an impact on this world, and I'm going to. I refuse to leave this world without making an impact on it first. And I know I've made an impact on some people, but I do believe that I was placed here for a much bigger reason, and I don't plan on leaving until that mission is done via, as long as God believes that I've done exactly what he's envisioned me to do. So Yep, that is it. That is all. I thank y'all. I love y'all. Deuces.